So, welcome you all. So, this is one such fresh episode again from Tech Steps Admin. So, happy to meet you all in such fresh episode. So, hopefully, we will just look into some kind of features that is being basically launched by the Snapdragon recent processors. As you may, some of the people like being wondering around their mind that what are the main features that is being done by the Snapdragons, as they have launched three main processors: Snapdragon 865, Snapdragon 765, and Snapdragon 765G. So they have been launched three main processors, which is being mainly directly used with the integrated 5G chipset, and which is going to be the mainly usable products and the processors chips that is being mainly used to deal in the processors. So let's without wasting time, let's look into one by one. So first, moving on to Snapdragon 865. So it's being basically fifth generation AI that is being powered by the Snapdragon Qualcomm. So what happens is basically five generation cores of AI is being basically used in this kind of generation processors. And the next thing comes up to the mind is what kind of cores are being made up of all this, right? So what they are being providing 480p ISP quality ISP certifications, and it is made up of octa cores, and it's an integrated 5G module. And if you want, the Snapdragon 765 also comes with an integrated module, but it's been constrained and certainly used for the mid-range smartphones, right? So this process mainly implies, or this process completely being dependent on the processors where it contains octa cores. So it contains 64 megapixels, the full-fledged video support and full-fledged recording support, and you can also still shoot from a recorded video from a recording current video, right? So what happens is we can also shoot 4K videos up to 120 fps. So coming back to the topic, it's been mainly consisting of, as I already said, it consists of 800 bandwidth 5G spectrum in with it, and kind of 75 Gbps, and it has dual 5G VoLTE support. So this is basically the main advantage of being integrated 5G chipset that is being basically available in the recent data, right? So what happens, it's all contains fifth generation Qualcomm artificial intelligence support. As I already mentioned, it controls global roaming and global gaming support also. So coming back to the GPU is being completely based on Adreno 650 GPU. So what happens is basically the Adreno's Mali G90 PUs also can be used in place of it, but they have been used Adreno G50. So none to it. So what happens is you can still compare GPU with CPU, where GPU stands alone for the Snapdragon 865 processor, so that it could be a dual 5G VoLTE. And so what they claim is it's been completely based on 7 nanometer. The processor has been made up on 7 nanometer basis. So what happens is they claim that this Snapdragon 855 can be overcome or can be easily eradicated with the help of a processor, and it can easily work up to 2 times or 5 times, that is being 2 times for 845 and 5 times for 855. They claim to be 10 times faster than the current existing processors that is being claimed to Samsung Snapdragon 855 and 845 respectively. Although 845 is the older processor, 855 is a processor which is being recently launched by the Qualcomm, right? So this is all about Snapdragon 865. They have already launched a Snapdragon 765 also. So let's look into it. I think Snapdragon 765 also comes with an inbuilt chipset, where they have been provided us with the help of it's a kind of covering mid-range smartphone market, where the also kind of a fifth generation artificial intelligence can be easily covered. So what to be more specific, it consists of a Reliant process in which Adreno 620 GPU is being mainly used for the Reliant process, and this platform consists of 20% boost performance that is being basically done or basically being used in the existing performance or existing done, right? So what happens, it's coming to specification, it's also based upon 7 nanometer, and it is based upon the as I already mentioned, the GPU of this. So it also contains dual 5G support, and it has Wi-Fi 6 support, and it offers 20% fast than the mid-range smartphones or mid-range processor that is being currently existing. So it uses two kind of GPU, as I already mentioned, Adreno 620 and Kerio. It's a 475 GPU, and the clock speed of CPU can be heard up to 2.3 GHz tak. So it consists of architecture 64-bit, where the hexagonal vertication extensions have been mainly comparatively used, so that they could be easily compared and they could be easily best up put up with the users, right? So that's basically a basic preference that they have been giving, and it also contains fast charging of Bluetooth 5 support and etc. So all around it's a package delivered by the Snapdragon. So now let's move on to some other processor like Snapdragon 765G. So this processor is again 7 nanometer based processor. So what happens is basically this processor is also a 5th generation core Intel iGen processor, 5th generation core artificial intelligence processor, but this is being completely shifted to the mid smartphone market, and this processor is being mainly focused on the processors that is being mainly developed for the pre-processed AI directives, right? So what happens is they also support full LTE support, full Bluetooth 5 support and all, but the basic gigahertz that is being different over Snapdragon 765 as this support Snapdragon 2.6 gigahertz and this support 2.4 gigahertz. So what happens is Wi-Fi can be also maintained upon DBS systems, and Wi-Fi 6 is also supported here, right? So what happens is, coming back to the Bluetooth, so this processor offers up to you a dual camera of 22 megapixel and a single camera of 36 megapixel, and this can be easily recorded for 30 fps. 4K videos can be easily recorded, and if single camera can be split into small portions or dimensions called, it can be easily eradicated, or it can be easily split into 192 megapixel, that is being mainly used by the smartphone industries, right? So coming back to some kind of technical specifications, so it consists of core GPU that is being based upon 10-bit, and it's completely a GPU based upon 2020, and the architecture is also 64-bit, as you already know. So it consists of accelerator also technology, audio technology, it's adaptive GPU. Coming to the GPU point is, it is also based upon Adreno 620 GPU, which is again a good thing, I think. I suppose the Qualcomm has enough brains to develop this Adreno GPU for a mid smartphone market. So I think this would be the best one that they could just easily grab up the user's attention and could just easily. So it also contains a fingerprint, iris, face recognition, etc. So it can be also used in mid-fin smartphone market, so that it could be biometric authentication, right? So it also possesses Qualcomm's security boot taken options. So all the specifications have been basically been the same as Snapdragon 765. So I hope you like this video. So that's all for this video, and I'll just be posting some these kind of videos if you want really. And if you really like the stuff that I put, then please do subscribe to the channel and like and share this video with your friends and family. So hope you like this video. Let me meet on next video. Thank you for watching. Thanks.